Hi, this is John Cooper, Senior Technologist with EMC's All-Flash Business Unit. I'd like to spend a few minutes today talking to you about the modern data center, and along with that, a foundational technology that has really helped accelerate the modern data center, Flash. You might say, Flash has been around for a long time. Yeah, it has been, but it's been used in very sparing amounts. What we've noticed over 2015 was the adoption rate's gone up, the density of the modules themselves have gone up, and the software out there that is enabling customers to maximize Flash has really made it an attractive solution set in the data center. So much that we are starting to see adoption rates by 2017, 2018 of 50% of primary storage being on all Flash. So EMC has designated 2016 the year of Flash for primary storage. And Flash is part of the modern data center. It's a pillar in that architecture. Also, along with scale-out architecture, the ability to scale and continue to grow your footprint, not creating silos and not creating bottlenecks. Software-defined. Software-defined means more than just hyper-converged or converged. It means laying down layers of software onto these platforms that exploit scale-out and Flash to maximize efficiencies of these architectures. Cloud enablement, the ability to plug into the cloud, create the hybrid cloud, and move information from internal cloud to external cloud. And the last piece is trusted. Trusted comes in two forms. Trusted, one, EMC is one of the largest information security companies in the world through our RSA division. Secondly, we've been in the business for over 30 years with a proven track record around customer service, customer support, and one of the largest field service organizations in the world. So I think we're trusted in the data center. Those all come together to build a modern data center. Now, you heard me say it's about all Flash, but that doesn't necessarily mean we think mechanical drives are dead. There's really a nice use case for them in content management, IT applications, web services, full motion video, and in some file share applications. Where we really think all Flash is going to heavily penetrate over the next 2 years or so is in transactional processing. Another way of saying that, database, VM farms, Hyper-V farms, decision support, email, application development, home directories. And EMC has spent a tremendous amount of money in the Flash space, over $1.6 billion since it introduced Flash into its VMAX line in 2008. In addition to that, we spent another $1.65 billion in acquisition of DSSD, our rack mount Flash solution, and XtremIO, our #1 all-Flash platform today. And the XtremIO story is a unique one. We started from dead last with this platform in the market, and in 588 days we took it from 0 to $1 billion in revenue. It's the fastest growing product in EMC's history, and we have now surpassed our closest competitors by 5x. It's been groundbreaking. It's been transformational for our customers. Here's an example. This is a healthcare provider. This is a report run that they do. They need it out first thing in the morning so they can provide proper patient care. It's running on a traditional legacy array. You can see the latency and response time there. Just moved that application over. Nothing else done. Moved it to XtremIO. Response time dropped by 14x. The impact to the business. The report got out at 1:30 a.m. instead of just barely making it out at 6:30 a.m. And the database administrator says he got his life back. But the reality was the business got what it needed sooner so it could make smarter decisions quicker. That's really what the modern data center is all about. So here's XtremIO. Purpose-built, all Flash, all inline data services. We never turn them off. We can't. They're part of the architecture. Full scale out, so we continue to grow this. And because we can grow to north of a petabyte of capacity, it now allows us to take landscapes like test, dev, prod, QA, move them all onto one platform or cluster, and now exploit through consolidated or integrated data copy managed services the ability to continue to shrink that footprint down and refresh it in seconds, not hours, not days, not weeks. But we also understand one size doesn't fit all. So this is the VMAX All Flash. It has hyperscale up to 4 petabytes, over 4 million IOs per second, 150 gig of bandwidth, sub-millisecond response time. So you're probably thinking, thanks EMC, which one do I pick? Well, it's not really that difficult. Both are designed to handle consolidation and mixed workloads. Both deliver consistent low latency, which is what you would expect from an EMC platform. But now you have to ask yourself, do I need a lot of ports? Do I have a lot of connectivity needs? Do I need unique device types? What's that mean? Do I run a mainframe that I want to share this platform with? Do I have iSeries that I want to share this platform with? Do I want to do native NAS off this platform and share it with everything else? And last but not least, am I using world-class EMC, SRDF, Symmetrix remote data facility replication through multi-hop? If you answered no to most of those, then really your right choice is XtremIO, right? Because it's got petabyte scale, simplest in the industry to configure and deploy. 3 clicks, you're done. We maximize the benefit of flash through inline deduplication, compression, and thinning. We can replicate it asynchronously with RecoverPoint, which is an industry leader in heterogeneous replication. So pretty easy to decide. You fall on one side of the line or you fall on the other side of the line. But the real question is, what's going on in our data centers? We know there's massive friction there between database owners, lines of business, finance people, and infrastructure folks, our friends and family. And they're all trying to do their job in a very frustrating landscape. Database administrators, app owners, business owners, they want it now. Line of business financial folks say, please don't spend any money on it. And that kind of puts infrastructure, our friends and family, in the middle, right? They say no. But the reality is, if we do this the right way, and let's kind of peel the covers back just for a moment, make sure we understand what the problem is. So here's a traditional database landscape, and it could be SQL, Oracle, SAP, ERB, you name it, Lawson. You're going to have a primary copy of data, and then you're going to create test, dev, QA, staging, go live. There's 1,000 names for it, but the reality is we're going to create a lot of copies of that just to support it. The problem is, to create those copies, that's all heavy lifting on infrastructure's part. Right? They've got to recover those, they've got to create them, they've got to recover them, they've got to refresh them. Meanwhile, database and line of business is doing nothing but sitting there waiting on them. Now we got 2 out of the 3 frustrated on the first page. Let's get to the last one, the line of business finance guy. Well, he looks at 10 terabyte database that just cost him 60 terabytes. Nobody's happy. Let me show you how we can make them all happy. So using XtremIO, integrated copy data management, that 10 terabyte database now becomes 5. Why? Because we use data services to reduce it by at least 50%. But then using virtual copy, we instantaneously create those copies. And they operate just like a clone, but they are a functional, space efficient copy, made very, very quickly. We also can instantly refresh them. No more RMAN rollbacks, 64 hours to wait to get a database back. Right? So now my infrastructure folks are happy. They don't have to go through all that heavy lifting. Database and app owners are happy. Why? Because they get more refreshes more often, more efficiently, and drive the business cycle. And at the end of the day, this is near zero cost. It's only unique data. So the line of business financial folks couldn't be happier. It's a perfect storm. And it's all part of the modern data center, all built around consistent scale-out architectures, delivering inline data services, utilizing technologies like virtual copy, integrating with the operating systems and virtualization layers to create simple, easy orchestration layers. And the icing on the top of this cake is AppSync, right? Our ability to provide a dashboard to database and business and application owners to create their own clones, their own copies, their own virtual copies of databases, mount them to their test dev environments, refresh them at will, shortening the overall test dev life cycle, right? Everybody's happy now. Sound too good to be true? Well, if you move forward with EMC and an all-flash modern data center, after we've moved your workload to that infrastructure, we'll come back and give you a flash validate. It's a simple, straightforward report that shows you all the benefits from cost, power, footprint, cooling, what the top line savings were, also the improvements to the business, and something we call sudden impact. As we go through all of these, there's something nobody thought about, that got really good when they move all flash. That's what we call our sudden impact benefits, and reduction in service requests. Nobody likes things breaking. Flash doesn't break nearly as often as mechanical. So we put our money where our mouth is, and we'll turn that back to you. No risk to you. So let's kind of summarize and wrap this up. These are game-changing technologies, all part of a game-changing architecture we call the modern data center. It simplifies your storage landscape. We optimize your OpEx. We reduce your power footprint and cooling. We eliminate storage performance problems forever. We accelerate databases 30 to 50%. We maximize your server cores. We defer database license spends. We create free test dev copies, and we rapidly, almost instantaneously refresh those in the landscape as all the DBAs cheer. And we do that all on a guaranteed fixed support cost. No surprises on the 36 or 48-month cycle. All right? So if this all sounded really good to you, please reach out to an EMC partner, an EMC core sales team, or an EMC all-flash sales team. Thank you very much. Have a good day.